My driveway wasn't invited to the wedding, but it got used anyway. I had just pulled into my driveway after a long shift when I hit the brakes so hard my soda spilled across the console. There was a guy in a tuxedo flipping burgers on a grill parked directly in front of my garage. A DJ was testing bass levels that made my windows buzz, and rose petals were scattered across my concrete like a Disney movie gone wrong. Two women in matching pink gowns were taking selfies, right next to my trash cans. At first, I thought I'd pulled into the wrong house, but then I saw her. There she was, Linda. Clipboard in hand, pearls around her neck, and that fake smile only people with too much power and not enough self-awareness can manage. She gave me this slow, judgmental once-over, like I was the one intruding on her turf. "Just for one night," she chirped. "The wedding needed extra space, and your driveway was the perfect fit. The HOA approved everything." Funny thing is, I'm not part of the HOA. Never was. My house predates the entire subdivision. I'd seen how HOAs operate, and I made sure to keep my property free of that nonsense. I told her to move the cars. She waved me off like I was a gnat. "You weren't using it anyway," she said. "There were 10 cars. 10. Some parked on my lawn. One had a just-married banner flapping in the breeze. The kicker? Her daughter, the bride, lived across the street. My property had become their personal valet zone. Without a word. No request. Just assumed access. Entitlement has a face, and it wears tennis whites. I stayed calm, called the cops, but they said it was a civil matter. Linda, smirked the whole time. Later that night, after they'd cleared out, my driveway looked like a frat party aftermath. Cups, trash, a crushed cupcake, tire tracks across my grass. I told Linda I'd be billing her for cleanup. She didn't flinch. "Send it to the HOA," she said. And that's when I realized I wasn't dealing with a misunderstanding. I was dealing with a dictator in Lululemon. War paint, HOA drama, and one giant message. I put up a sign. Simple. Private driveway. No parking. Linda tore it down. On camera. She actually winked at my security cam. She said my sign had aggressive energy. Her words, not making that up. That's when I snapped. I wasn't about to let someone who confused a clipboard with a badge keep pushing me around. So I went out, bought industrial-grade yellow paint, custom stencils, and spent the next morning turning my driveway into a giant concrete billboard. The words were 10 feet wide. "No parking, private property. Violators will be towed. Municipal code and all. Towing a limo isn't petty. It's justice." By the time the wedding rolled around, guests started arriving and doing double takes. A few even took pictures of the driveway like it was public art. Then came the stretch limo. It stopped right across my garage. I didn't argue. I called the tow truck. When Linda saw her daughter's limo being hauled away like an abandoned junker, she screamed like I'd just lit her house on fire. Police showed up. HOA board tried to mediate. I handed them copies of my deed, footage of Linda trespassing, and a signed contract with the tow company. The cops told her straight up, my driveway wasn't their jurisdiction. Period. Power, control, and the illusion of authority. This wasn't about a wedding, or parking, or even noise. It was about control. Linda believed if she said it, it became law. If she wanted it, it was hers. She didn't just cross a line. She denied there was one to begin with. But here's what surprised me. The neighborhood took notice. After a guest posted video of the limo tow online, it went semi-viral. People started whispering, talking, admitting they'd had enough of her. She'd fined someone for planting tomatoes, reported kids for drawing with chalk. She wasn't a leader. She was a tyrant hiding behind HOA letterhead. Within a week, the board voted to remove her. Unanimous. Her reign was over. The daughter's visit and one last lesson. A month later, Linda sold the house. Quietly. No going-away party. But her daughter came back one afternoon, knocked on my door. She apologized, gave me a bottle of wine, said she hadn't known what her mom had done. Inside the box was a handwritten note. "Thank you for protecting your space. I wish I'd done the same." It hit me hard. Because this wasn't just about property lines. It was about boundaries, respect, knowing when to say no, even if the other person has a clipboard and a fake smile. Controversial thought. Some say I went too far, that I should have just let it go. But where's the line? At what point does being neighborly turn into being a doormat? Linda treated my driveway like an extra amenity. Her daughter's wedding became the excuse, but the real issue was her belief that she had a right to take, because no one told her no before. Now I want to hear from you. Would you have done the same in my shoes? Was painting the driveway too much, or just right? Have you ever dealt with someone who used charm or pressure to cross your boundaries? Drop your thoughts below. Let's talk about it. Because sometimes the most powerful word is just no.